quite working out the way we thought.
It's a good pile of rocks.
It's a fabulous pile of rocks.
Cities built by giants, palaces ruled by legends, ruins that were ancient to the ancient Greeks. The Peloponnese in Greece is where myth and history blur. Join me on a Vanlife trip around the monumental works of Cyclops and men. Kenny the campers brought us to Tiryns, a UNESCO site built by giants and home to Hercules. €4 to come and visit a UNESCO site. So this is the Acropolis of Tiryns, where Hercules used to live.
That looks like a path.
Check it out. Famous because effectively the first civilization in Europe.
1600 to 1300 BC.
The Mycenaeans were very good at building stuff, and they make stuff like this using no mortar.
They're all stacked on top of each other, carefully fitted.
It does look like there's dirt in the cracks, but I'm thinking that's maybe just because it's 3,500 years old. It seems to be our trip to Greece is
Full of old rocks.
has a theme. Big pile of rocks. It's a good pile of rocks.
It's a fabulous pile of rocks. Look how straight that pile of rocks is. It's pretty cool that the ancient Greeks looked at this stuff and went, it must have been put together by gods and monsters. And some of the stones are 13 tons. So whether or not that's aliens that came to help them move the rocks, it's like up to you to investigate.
Comment below your latest conspiracy theory. There's no mortar in that. Presuming the stainless steel banister wasn't original.
Pretty thick walls. I'd feel pretty safe behind these walls.
They're pretty good. Wow. Some different rooms. I find it hard to put the dates together like ancient Greeks.
This was ancient to the ancient Greeks. The structure is called Cyclopean.
Yeah.
And it was named by the ancient Greeks who came 1,000 years after the Mycenaeans because they believed only the Cyclops were strong enough to have put the walls together.
Ah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that is cool. What about Hercules? Wouldn't Hercules have been strong enough? He lived here. Hercules had to go and do, what was it?
12 labours.
12 labours before. Why? Why did he have to do that?
As punishment because he killed his family because one of the gods had driven him mad.
Right. Which I don't remember in the Disney thing of Hercules at all. The oracle at Delphi, which I'll show you later, sent Hercules here to serve King Eurystheus. Whenever he completed a labour, he returned here to report to the king, who was so scared of him he hid in a jar buried in the ground. This is 3,500 years old. And there's Kenny, who's also old but not this old. He takes me to the nicest places.
It's a millstone.
There appears to be some tunnels down there. Found a hole. Coming in.
Tunnels went to underground cisterns for water.
Oh look, an ancient cement mixer.
No mortar.
No
See?
mortar, yeah. Why have they got a cement mixer? Let's go. There's nothing holding these rocks together.
I can smell orcs.
Though the team with the cement mixer are doing some repairs. It's like the bridge that we saw not far from here, which is thousands of years old, and for taking your chariot across, also put together with no mortar. This one is the bathroom. It's got a drain in the floor. Look, ancient poop hole. So if you look up on that mountain is the other fort that we went to, and that town over there is where we've been staying the last couple of days. I have to say, the whole travelling out of peak season is so awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We're at a 3,500-year-old UNESCO site, and we've seen 3 other people, all one group, but 3 other people in the whole place, all to ourselves. I think, travel off season if you can. Wait, there's more people. Look, this is packed. Let's get out of here. Roadside oranges. We were just commenting that there's an awful lot of orange trees in Greece, so we decided to support the local business.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye. Show me your booty. Hit me your booty. It's not the booty I meant. Did you hunt or gather those?
I don't know what you call it when you get ripped off by the world's most expensive orange.
You flew thousands of kilometres for those oranges.
Yes.
So they're a lot more expensive than just the €5 for the small bag of eating oranges. We better enjoy those.
It's a big bag.
It is a big bag. This place is looking a bit busier. On my whole trip, I've seen one or two of these. I've seen about 12 of them just since we've been in Greece. They're everywhere. I think Kenny's big. Imagine trying to park that thing.
So we've just arrived at Mycenae.
That is impressive.
This is one of the most archaeologically important sites of Greece. Looks like it's a big citadel on top of a hill. We're about to go and have a look at it.
We'll tell you about that in a minute. But first, just below the citadel is a small but impressive museum that brings the Bronze Age world of the Mycenaeans to life. 3000 BC, that bowl, number one. Mark's suggesting ancient ballroom dances. No detail on it though. 1500 BC, it's just sitting there. Ancient tea light candle holder. This is a replica of the mask of Agamemnon. Comment below where you think the real one might be. Oh, there's an audio tour. Number 17, bone tweezers. Women have been plucking their eyebrows since 3000 BC. These tiny seals were pressed into clay to secure documents, goods, or even secrets. And this one's like a round one, a rolled one. You'd roll it. Lion's Gate, one of the oldest monumental sculptures in the world. Mycenae was founded by Perseus, son of Zeus. A later king sent his brother Agamemnon to rescue Helen from Troy.
So the lintel is flat at the bottom.
Yeah.
Slightly arched on the top.
Yeah.
Not as strong as the later Roman curved arches.
Lintel weighs 18 tonne.
Engineering was developed after this period of time.
Okay. So it was around for 1,000 years, but then it was destroyed in 1200 BC. Like, they were over it in 1200 BC. You can see why they built here. You could see the enemy coming for miles. So there's a spring on the hill over there that they used clay pipes to get the water to come down to the citadel. And then this area here, this actually goes down 18 metres to where you would have to collect your water. It's actually apparently one of the really significant inventions the Mycenaeans made, was to actually be able to channel the water, funnel it into the citadel. So if they are besieged, they have water. So we're saying people were living here 1600 BC. They've channeled the water down here. They lived in these houses around here. They schlepped down those stairs with their pots to collect the water, take it back to their house. 1600 BC. Roots of the trees in the wall. Huh. Rockfall. Be the north gate. Little niches for the gates. Oh! Bit of a dip in the ground there. We headed out the north gate back to the car to visit this secret place just down the road. And as promised, tourists often miss this amazing place. Named the Tomb of Agamemnon, though it's not actually confirmed that he was buried here. Wow, we nearly didn't come here.
It's really hard to describe the scale of this place, but it feels like something out of a movie.
There's ventilation at the top. Its high corbelled dome was the largest in the world for over 1,000 years until the Pantheon in Rome. This is cool. It's Greek, hun. We're in Greece. Oh, again. Built without mortar again. This is cool.
On the left-hand side and right-hand side, there's holes for mounting points for the doors that would have been, I don't know, big wooden or bronze doors to cross across the whole lot.
Wow. That lintel. Apparently 120 tonnes. Once again, no mortar holding this together. Just well-placed rocks. Cool. Look at the size of this one rock. We made it just in time. We had the place to ourselves and now a busload of people there. There's snow on them mountains.